Welcome back, Nexia. Um, what were you guys doing in class?
So we were just doing practicing native.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How's it going?
It's going good, but it does hurt.
Yeah. What do you guys like? Is it a hula or
Yeah, it's a hula.
do you know what song it is?
Ulupalakua.
Oh, okay, I know that song. It's about like horses and horseback riding.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
it's talking about like um on Ulupalakua, like the mountain, and because Ulupalakua basically just means Bedford Ribbon on back, that comes from when they would Ulupalakua got its name because when the Hawaiians would travel over the mountain, by the time they got all the way down the other side of the mountain, because they would climb up Haleakala to get down Ulupalakua, the breadfruit would already be right.
Mm. Yeah, I've been there actually. I've been to the Palakua. I've been to the ranch. Okay, so just tell me what's happening with you at home or in school.
Well, my sister did come recently,
Mm-hmm.
and I got to spend some time with her.
And where is she from again?
New Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, New York. Okay. So how? When did she come?
She came. Um, she came the day before I came. She came the day before I went to my dad's house. I think. Yeah, she came the day before I went to my dad's house.
Mm-hmm.
And because I went to my dad's house last Saturday, then yeah, she came on Friday.
Okay. And so she's just visiting, or what's happening?
She's just visiting, and yesterday, before they sent me home, they we took my sister up to Waimea Bay, Waimea Falls,
Mm-hmm.
but we took the scenic route, and my dad was surprised that I didn't even start complaining because I would most likely start complaining.
Yeah. But you've been. I mean, you've been from the last time we talked before your sister got here. You were saying that you haven't been having any negative thoughts, right? You've been trying to reduce your stress at home. And so I mean, it seems like you're much more happier now than you were. I mean, even a few weeks ago. Has your therapist been helping?
Yeah, and he's the one who taught me SEER,
Mm-hmm.
which meant spark, emotion, action, result.
So SEER, SEAR,
Yes.
and it means spark, emotion, action, result. Okay.
So basically, if you were to take, someone pushed you out of the, like cut in front of you in line or pushed you out of the way
Mm-hmm.
or something like that, the spark would be that the spark would be that you're hurt because you get angry because that was their spot.
Mm-hmm.
So the action would either be to yell or to either tell the teacher. And if it were to yell in one case, then a bigger argument would start, then other people would start butting in,
Mm-hmm.
and then eventually it would lead to the teachers, and then it would end up us getting sent to the office.
And that would be the result. So the spark would be that the person
Well,
cut in line.
with the spark, yeah. So the thing that made you feel that hurt spark was someone cut in line.
Okay, and then the emotion would be
That you're angry
angry.
because the spark is first hurt,
Mhm.
and then the emotion you feel is angry.
Uh huh.
Then the action would be, and in bad cases, the action would be to yell at them,
Mm-hmm.
and then the result would be the
Going to the office.
yeah.
So with that though, with SEER, you can kind of flip it, right? You can think in your brain, okay, this is what I could have done, right, with SEER.
But if it were to flip it around and it was the good result, which is telling an adult, the adult could have told them to get back in line, and then nothing bad would have happened.
Right.
And then it could have been less dramatic, and everything would have been okay.
Right. So have you been using SEER in class or?
I haven't really had the opportunity to use it, but well, I did earlier today
Mm-hmm.
because
What happened?
I don't want to mention them.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
We can just say boy or.
yeah. Well, he was someone you've been seeing.
Okay. Yes.
Um, he was. I was just trying to talk to someone, and he started it, and he was, and then um, then someone was like, "Was I talking to you?" No, and he's like, "Oh, roasted." I'm like, "Just stop." And then he started mimicking me. I'm like, "Stop! I know you're trying to be irritating to me on purpose. Just don't do that." And then he continues to mimic me. So then, instead of yelling at him once more because I don't want to have to get into a huge argument, I told I told one of the I told the lunch monitor, and then he had a discussion with him, so that it wouldn't lead to something bigger if I had started a fight.
Hmm. So you just, in your mind, you're running through the scenario, what could have happened, right? Or what's gonna happen. So you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna do this. And, this should be the result. I'm so proud of you. Super, super proud of you that, because the old Nicaea would have been like,
I would.
and like attacking, right? Or you would have done something to him or said something to get back at him. But I'm super proud that you are using seer and you are changing your situations around, because we talked about that the last time, right? That you can't change what other people do. You only can change your reaction to what happens.
Because you can control another person, but you can't really control yourself.
Exactly. Right? High five, because that's what we were trying to work on in the beginning of the school year, right? With all the peer conflicts and
Because
bringing up the past, right? We didn't want to bring up the past anymore.
what has been said and done, it has been said and done, and it's over.
It's over, it's done, right? There's no point in going back unless you really want to try and fix something with someone. But
If they're still mad at you from kindergarten, they
maybe it's not a good idea to fix it, right?
because like I said, what has been said and done is said and done, and you
It's
should
done.
go with that.
Exactly. And you remember we talked about you're growing up, you're maturing, and so are they, right? And just because you're friends in kindergarten, first, second, maybe third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, you're not friends. You just go your separate ways. But we just want to make sure that, you know, from our old conversation about you having these negative thoughts and wanting to hurt yourself, that you don't have those anymore. Yes, some days is not, we don't have good days every day, but we don't want you to have really bad days where you feel like that.
And I noticed why people did dislike me, and it was because I was a liar. Like, I would lie and say, oh, like, this is just a made up thing. I didn't say this, but this is just something that does not seem realistic, even though some people may care about me and actually believe that.
Mhm.
Say that I had a huge, I would say that I almost got half my body chopped off because there was a psychopath in my dad's backyard. No one could believe that. I wouldn't even believe that if someone said that. But if they had, but if they did care about me, then they would have actually believed that.
And see, and that's why I'm happy that we worked together for so long, and along with your therapist, we finally, you know, you got to realize what was happening with you, right? Because it was all you. It wasn't, issues with other people. Yes, you had peer conflicts with other people, but you had issues within yourself that you had to work out, right? And we worked on stuff, right? The cotton words and sandpaper words, and then your therapist helped you with your impulse, right? You took an impulse survey,
Yeah,
inventory.
I am a very impulsive person,
Yes,
and that is an effect of my ADHD.
exactly.
And me having that condition, I honestly only share with people that I can trust. Like, I told Kayla and Maya that stuff, and I 100% regret telling two other people because they started making fun of me for
Mhm.
that. So I learned from that. And so we played. So the game we played is sort of kind of like tic tac toe,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to figure out a way to get five in a row on a line, and it could either like tic tac toe, it could either go across straight or
Diagonal.
yeah. And so um, so it tested my impulsivity because it showed that I am kind of pretty impulsive because um, so when I would play a game or something like that, I would just go like I don't even think, I just do it, and it eventually leads me to well losing the game. So to test out my impulsivity, we played the game and I was able to kind of learn how to control it a little bit more, and yeah.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm super excited. I mean, you can tell. Like, yeah, I'm like excited because I see this growth in you, and it's happened kind of quickly. I mean, we've been working together for a while, and then something happened that it kind of just clicked for you, right? It just you're like, oh, this is something I can change, right? The way your impulses, you can control that, or you can learn to control it, and then you realize I can control my own situations. If something happens, I can change it the way I see it, and again, the spark, the emotion, the action that I do, and then the result that happens. Right? You can control all of that. So, I mean, good job. Um, I want to do this with you. This is bark. Um, it's kind of like a anger inventory because I just want to see where you're at now. We kind of did one earlier,
Yeah.
so I kind of want to see where you're at now with this. So I'll just read it again. So it says here, most people are sometimes in a situation that makes them angry. Some people are more easily angry than others. Some people show their anger, others don't. Some people want to talk about it. You will find a number of short sentences on the next pages. Every sentence says something about how you could react when you are feeling angry. You can mark each sentence if this is true, sometimes true, or not true for you. Choose the answer that best fits you. You can only mark one answer. If you find that difficult, choose the answer that fits you most of the time. Different children have different feelings and ideas about their feelings. Therefore, there are no right or wrong answers because it is just about what you think. Okay? So it's quite a good number of questions. So let's work through the first couple ones first, and then I'll just let you go through them. And then if you have any questions or if you need me to clarify anything, just let me know. Okay? So can you read that first question? Can I use this?
I wait until I am calm again and then talk to the person who made me angry.
So you can either answer not true, sometimes true, or often true.
I sometimes do that, but if they made me extremely mad, I just don't want to talk to my feelings every day.
Yep. So just do a check mark.
Yes.
Or you can just do a check mark.
Yeah.
Just put a line. Okay, so number 2.
In an angry way, I tell the person who made me angry exactly how I feel. That is usually often true because I will tell, if I am still angry, I will tell them, stop, that just made me angry, why do you have to do this? I know you're trying to irritate me,
Mm-hmm.
so you might as well just stop.
Yeah. So we'll do one more, and then I'll let you go. And if you have any questions, you can just ask anytime. So number 3.
I do not show my anger, but I talk about what's happened with someone afterwards.